Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in to my channel today. I am blessed to be alive and well, and I am blessed to have this opportunity to speak with you on today. I just want to discuss something, and it has been this is the whole reason why I wanted to do this video channel. And it's in me. God has given me the ability to go beyond my fears and those things that, try to hold me down, to pretty much feel like, why are you doing these video channels? Why are you doing these channels? Why are you doing these videos? And people probably wonder, why are you making these videos, Angel? And it's not for my own satisfaction. Let's just be real. I'm just going to keep it real with you, because that's what my channel is about. It's about real, authentic, the real authentic me. I've never been anybody else. I've never wanted to be. I've always been myself. I may have not been liked for who I am, but that's fine. I have been accepted by some and not accepted by many in my life, and that's fine, because as God has allowed me to see that, my purpose on life is not for everybody, and everybody's not going to accept you, because your assignment is not for everybody. So, but what He's given me is the fact that there is something inside of you. There is a greatness inside of you that must come forth. It must be birthed. It must come forth. And that is why I have the unction to do what I do in the midst of my own challenges of always being the shy girl. I've always, like I said in my earlier videos, if you watched any of my earlier videos, I've always stood behind the scenes. I was always the one who did all of the things in the back of the back scenes to make everything in the front do well, go well, look well. So I was always in the back, not in the forefront. And for me to be in the forefront, it's only God that allowed me to do what I do. But anyway, I just have this urge to speak about something that was a burden on my heart for many, many, many years. It burdened my heart as a child. It burdened my heart as a teenager. It burdened my heart as a young woman growing up in my 20s. And I'm not going to go any further to tell you my age. But anyway, it was the father wounds. And I know you've heard me speak about this in my earlier videos, but think about it. This is a mission for me. I have to obey the assignment. Like I said, I'm not doing it for satisfaction of myself. I'm doing it for the glory of God. I have to be obedient. And whether I get viewers or not, I still have to release what God has given me. And the father wounds is a huge crisis that we're having. And I'm going to have to speak on this in videos to come, because it is the healing of our humanity that so many people, I would say 90% of people in our world today are battling with issues that have rooted from father wounds. I'm going to say it again. About at least 90% of people in the world have been affected in some way or impacted in some way by father wounds. I'm speaking to only those only a group of people. I can't speak for everybody, because everybody may have not been impacted by father wounds. But I'm speaking to those people, men and women, girls and boys, teenagers, all of you all who have been affected because your father was not in your life. Maybe you never got a chance to know your father. Maybe your father passed away before you were born. Maybe your father is in prison right now. Maybe your father is on drugs. Maybe you had a father in your house, but he was absent emotionally. mentally and spiritually. You didn't have the Father's touch. Your father never told you he loved you. Your father never told you, you're doing good, my son. You're doing good, my daughter. I'm proud of you. You never heard your father tell you this. But it was something that you needed, and you never got it. And it affected you down the road in your life later in adulthood. And then you wonder why you became the person you became. You wonder why you became angry. You wonder why you became bitter. You wonder why you became you've done so many bad things and made so many bad decisions. You wonder why you've developed resentment towards people. You've blaming people for what you are or what you became, because you're guilty and you feel guilty within because you weren't able to be a father to your own children. I'm speaking to the father I'm speaking to many different people. I'm speaking to the father who is feeling hopeless and feeling that he cannot be a father to his kids because he has let his children down. His children have not forgave him. He feels bad. He feels guilty. He feels shame because of the fact that he hasn't forgave himself. So he feels hopeless, and therefore there is continually separation among him and his children. I'm talking to also the daughter and the son who cannot forgive their dad because of the lack in their life and the deficiencies of not having their dad around, because he neglected you, because he abandoned you, because he never told you he loved you. He was always disconnected from you. He rejected you. He neglected you, and you're still hurting from that. And you've tried to cover these wounds, and then you've grown up to be an adult, and you're like, I don't need this man anymore anyway. Why would I need a father? I've moved on. But you really did not move on, because you're still living that past. You're still holding on to that pain, and you're still holding on to the hurt, and you haven't healed. And yet all of these baggage, all of these characteristics, all of these personalities that are not good are coming forth, and you wonder why. Why am I still hurting? Why am I still angry? Why? Because you're still suffering from your father's wounds, because he hurt you. That's my daily, I like to speak to people. Anyway, but it hurts. It hurts. And I understand, because I'm talking to the sons and the daughters that have father wounds, and I'm talking to the father who also could not be a father to his children because of his own deficiencies and his own manhood problems and issues within that he will not discuss and talk to with anyone. Those are the ones I'm talking to. And I'm here to say right now, be encouraged. I want you to listen to stay tuned to my next video. I'm going to talk more about this subject because I don't want to be before you long. But you have a blessed day, a blessed weekend, and a wonderful holiday that's coming up soon. God bless you. I love you, and you be encouraged.